G'day guys, how you going? We are back for the end of year vlog coming up to Christmas, and doors closing in Darwin, I think pretty much usually from about the 6th of December, there or thereabouts, because that's our Christmas party, so we're looking forward to it.
Exactly.
You guys know who we've got on the right hand side. We've got Adam McCann, who is the sales manager of Zicoli Aspire. We've got Adam Gulliford, who we're not sure what his title is, and Byron Walker, even less. But you know, we've met these guys before. You know, they're our sales reps. They're the guys out at the coalface. And you got myself, Glenn Grantham, in the background because we thought it would be better for me not to be on screen. Macca, pits and peaks of the year for you. Tell us what's going on.
Oh, look, I think clearly the pits of the year have been, it's just a lot harder for potential purchasers to get finance with the Royal Commission we've had. There's a lot of people at the moment that are interested in getting in the market, which don't quite, their financial situation, they can't get what they want. But the peaks when they introduced the build bonus back in February this year, it just went off its head for a fair while there. Slowly stagnating a bit now. We've got through most of the people that have come through, and yeah, it's been a challenging year, but it's also been a fun year. So personally, I've stepped up into residential a little bit as well, which is quite enjoying it. So,
and demand for land now in comparison to, let's say, March, start of the year, more or less?
It's probably on par, to be honest. I just don't have the required land which people are looking to buy. So we've sold out of all our prime stock, and it's been a tough market, so we're hopefully going to start production on the next lot next year and early next year, and then away we go again. So yeah.
Gully, pits and peaks of the year.
So yeah, I tend to agree with Macca in regards to the banking. Start of the year was terrible for people trying to get finance. You know, everyone would come in and they'd done their due diligence and gone and got their pre-approval, and then they'd have a contract, it'd be accepted, they'd take it to the bank would say no. We also found with self-managed super funds, the banks across the board just said no, regardless of their financial situation, not doing any more. However, you know, look, the amount of first home buyers coming back into the market this year looking for everything, and I've found probably 60 to 70% of all the properties I've sold this year are first home buyers. So
demand now in Resi, in the area that you're sort of working in, the demographic, greater now or less than the start of the year?
Oh, much bigger, much greater now. And the great thing is, coming into this time of year, you've got that, what I like to call a Christmas rush. You know, everyone wants to settle by Christmas, they want to be in there. So we've had a very busy couple of weeks with people that just want to get in there before then. So happy days.
Byron, pits and peaks for the year.
Yeah.
First year back into Resi after a little stay out. So you'd be well placed to tell us.
Look, I think in general the year's good because it's seen an increase in sales activity.
Yeah.
And which is always good. I'm actually seeing an interesting trend that not just first home buyers coming back into the market, but you know, cashed up second, third buyers, which is a good trend.
Yeah.
I think some of the downsizing, people trying to capitalise on, you know, on the shift that's occurred. If you've owned a property for a long time, I've seen some of those, whilst they're selling at loss, they're also buying well. So they're tending to balance out.
Yeah.
If you can get over the pride, then there's money to be made there.
Yeah.
The only losers, I suppose, would be the banks and the government with their stamp duty and size of mortgage.
And we really don't care about them.
We don't really care about that. So,
okay, good. Yeah, no, that's great, and probably fair to say an interesting entrant into the purchasing market that we've seen over the last probably month and a half has been interstate. We've actually started to see some interstate purchases. Not overwhelming numbers. We'd love to see about 10 times the amount, but I reckon probably 10 contracts over that period of time have come from interstate. So interesting entrant to the market.
Well,
thanks, guys. Yeah.
Just on that, if we're one agency, I think if we sort of move what's happening to us across the board a bit, then it'd be fair to say that there's more than 10.
Well, yeah. Well, let's hope that you know, we're greedy, of course. We'd love to see them all here. But thanks, guys. Hope you've had a good year. Sounds promising for the market moving into 2020, and a lot of exciting things which we'll keep you updated with as we start off. Have a great Christmas.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.